Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right, you're going to pay 100% attention as we go over the steps in this problem. You're going to write the steps in your journal by this problem. If you didn't get it, this will help you for tomorrow. So Hannah, you're ready to do this, right?
Yeah.
Somebody kick Hannah and wake her up.
Hannah.
Okay? So we're going to go over this. I want you writing and following along in your journal. First of all, I'm going to read the problem. A jet company manufactured 21 jets last year. Each jet has 186 seats. Estimate to find out about how many seats are on all the jets. Then find the exact number of seats on all the jets. How do you know your answer is reasonable? So hopefully you were following along as I read that. Now, some of you I didn't see having the important information identified. It can be identified through circling, underlining, highlighting, but you should have 21 jets identified in some way. You should have 186 seats identified in some way. Underlined, highlighted, however you choose to do it. You should have estimate, because that's one thing you have to do. You should have exact, because that's the second thing you have to do, is find the exact answer. And you should have reasonable, and that is the third thing you should have, because you're writing about how it's reasonable. 5,260 of you yesterday did not write about how you know it's reasonable. I don't know why. I don't know why. She swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. All right, it's a book, okay? I wasn't being mean, Jesse. Gosh. All right. Katie, did you estimate? Yes, no, maybe. You're not Katie, so Katie doesn't know. Now I'll call on someone who I know likes to talk. Lizzie? You did estimate. Tell me how you estimated, Lizzie.
First, I rounded both numbers.
Okay, so what did you round 21 jets to?
20.
Okay, 20. What did you round 186 seats to? 190. Okay, how many of you rounded to 200? Okay, that would be fine too. You could round 21 jets to 20 jets. You could round 186 seats to 200 seats. Either way, it's fine. Either way, it's fine. Gosh, she doesn't listen. Okay, either way, it's fine. All right, Matthew, what is she going to do with these two numbers that she rounded? Add them. Okay, so Matthew wants to add them, and Matthew's telling me there's 210 seats total on all of the 21 jets. You multiplied. Okay, that's a better way to do it. You multiplied. We're going to multiply what Lizzie rounded to. So if you didn't understand the way we did the problem yesterday, it might be really good idea for you to follow along today, so when we do a similar problem tomorrow, you don't tell me the same thing you told me today, that I didn't get it. And I do not want to mention anyone's name.
I can see your lips.
Oh, me too. All right, so Lizzie told me the numbers. Matthew told me we multiply them. I always put my greater factor on top. Factor is a number we're multiplying. Now, Lizzie, because I think you're brilliant, what rule did we talk about yesterday that would help us with this? I called Lizzie. Good, the zero rule for multiplication. That means I can take my two zeros, put them in my product, and then I'm done. I don't have to do that again. I don't have to use those again. So what I'm left with is 2 times 19. Lizzie, what's 2 times 19?
2 times 19 is 38.
38. Did you work it out or did you know it in your head?
Worked it out.
Okay. One thing that you could use doing it in your head is, you know, 2 times 4 or 2 times 20. Because if somebody gave you two $20 bills, you can tell me how much money you had. You have 40. But they didn't give you two $20 bills. They gave you two $19 bills, which is 2 less than 40. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So 38 is 2 less than 40. So our estimate is going to be somewhere near 3,800. If you rounded to 200 on the number of seats, you would get an estimate of 4,000. Right, Reed? Okay. So your estimate needs to be somewhere in this ballpark. If you got an estimate that is nowhere near 3,800, you've done something horribly wrong, and it may cause the demise of the human race. And nobody wants that. That's what happened to the dinosaurs. They did not find an accurate estimate. And look at them now. You can't look at them. My point exactly. Boom shakalaka. That's what I'm saying. Now. You don't know that. Taylor. All right, stop, because Taylor's going to help me. You am. Taylor. We have found our estimate. What do we do to find our exact answer? We multiplied our rounding to find the estimate. What would we do to find the exact answer? Good. Good. I'm going to use 186 and 21 as my factors this time, because that will give me the exact answer. And then this is the point where about 10 of you freak out and go, I can't multiply by 2-digit numbers. And then I prove to you, yes you can if you pay attention. And then about 5 of you don't pay attention. And when you have to do it again, you're like, I can't multiply by 2-digit numbers. And I'll say, did you pay attention yesterday? And you'll say no. And then I'll say, that's why you can't. You need to go back and watch the video. And then later today, we'll practice it. And you'll go, I still don't know how to do it. And I said, well, you didn't pay attention the first time. And ain't nobody got time for that. You want to do it and pay attention, because then it's cool as the other side of the pillow. It's all that and a bag of chips. You don't flip your pillow over, you're laying on it for a while.
I know, I do.
Flip your pillow over and it's cooler, right?
Yeah.
Cool as the other side of the pillow.
Why did you say about I don't do that? I always do that. Flip your pillow over.
All right. Now, as I've said to you, multiplying, it doesn't matter how many digits it is. You're only doing 1 digit times 1 digit. That's all you have to know. So if you know your 1 digit times your 1 digit, you're brilliant. If you don't, you can always look at your multiplication chart until you learn it. So, Tucker, you're going to help me with the ones place here. Tucker, what is 1 times 6? 6. Now we're all listening and watching. Benjamin, you watching me? Tucker, what is 1 times 8? 8. I saved all the hard ones for you, Tucker.
Oh, these are so hard.
Tucker, what is 1 times 1? 1.
Man, those are hard.
So when I multiplied my ones place through, I only had to know my 1 by 1 addition or multiplication. Now I'm done with my ones place. Tucker, what do I do next?
You multiply 2 times 6.
Okay, but before I do that, I have to do something else. Good. I have to put a 0 there. Tucker, do you remember why I put the 0 there? No, Savannah, you remember?
It's because you're doing the, well, there's this, can I tell you something about the method?
Tell me something about the method.
My teacher last year, she showed us this video about the turtle head method. It's the same thing that what you're doing, and we used to call the zeros eggs.
Called the zeros egg. Well, why do I put an egg here?
Yeah, so it's really similar to this method.
All right.
It's because
Gentlemen.
the numbers could be lower than that number. Whatever you used it.
Kind of. Christopher, you remember why I put the 0 there?
Because the 2 represents 20.
Good. The 2 represents 20. So I'm not going to multiply these all by 20. So instead I'm putting the 0 to occupy the ones place. Now Tucker, 2 times 6. 2 times 6.
Oh, wait, no.
2 times 6.
12. I can do it.
Shh, he can do it. 12. I put my 2 there. I carry my 1. Tucker, 16 plus 1 is 17. Put my 7 there, carry my 1. Tucker, 2 times 1 plus 1, 3. Thank you, the 2 of you that are obviously named Tucker. I add it together. Let's call on Delaney.
Right.
Delaney, what is 6 plus 0?
6.
Delaney, what is 8 plus 2?
10.
Okay, so I put my 110 there, my 100 there, because I have 10 tens, which equals 100. Delaney, what is 7 plus 1 plus 1? 9. 9. Delaney, what is 3 plus nothing else? 3. All right, so what we're doing, and what you should have gotten, if you are doing your multiplication correctly, and if we did our multiplication correctly here, we should say that in 21 jets, there are 3,906 seats. Is that near my exact answer?
Yes.
Yes. That is near my exact answer. It is near. Now, let me ask you how, Preston, right? You sure? Because last time I tried to call your name and you told me I was wrong. No, that's because I didn't call you Preston. Okay, Preston. Preston. Before... Okay, let's just answer the reasonableness question before. How do you know 3,906 is a reasonable estimate? Preston? Okay? Because he knew how to solve the problem. 21 times 186. Other Reed who hasn't answered a question yet. How do you know 3,906 is reasonable? You haven't written it down yet? Remember, in your journal, you're writing. If you don't have everything we're doing up here, you're writing. Anna, how do you know 3,906 is a reasonable amount of seats on 21 jets?
Because it's close to the estimate.
It is close to the estimate. That's one way we can think it's reasonable. Another way is you have to ask yourself, does it seem reasonable that there would be 3,906 seats on 21 jets. You can't just check and see if you did your math right, because you could have added these two numbers instead and done your math right, but still got way wrong answer because you didn't ask yourself, if you added it, you would get 207 seats. So yes, I added it. It's close to my estimate, so I must have gotten it right. But then if you go back and think, comparing it to the information you had in the problem, does it seem logical that there'd be 207 seats on 21 jets? No. So you don't have to just check if you did your math correctly. You also must check to see if the answer you came up with makes sense to answer the problem. Right? Right, Scarlett? Hey, Scarlett, let me ask you a question. What is the inverse operation for multiplication?
Division.
Division. Scarlett is brilliant. Scarlett knows the inverse operation for multiplication is division. So Scarlett knows we can check our work to see if we did it correctly. So Scarlett knows we're going to divide. We're going to take our product, which is 3,906, and we're going to take one of our factors and use it as our divisor. So Scarlett, would you rather put a divisor of 186 on the outside or a divisor of 21 on the outside?
21.
21. Why did you choose that, Scarlett?
Because it's a smaller number.
Because it's a smaller number. So hopefully, Caitlin, let's not bother people. Yes, sir? Yes, sir, thank you. Because it's a smaller number. Okay. Now, Scarlett, you're going to work through this with me, right? When I'm done here, what do I want my quotient to be?
186.
When I'm done, if I've done my multiplication correctly, my quotient should be 186. Matthew, you watching? Excellent, 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 excellent. Excellent, Matthew, excellent. Scarlett, does 21 go into 3? No, Scarlett says no. So I'm not going to have a number in the thousands place. Scarlett, does 21 go into 39? Yes. Yes. Which means I'm going to have a number above the 9, a number above the 0, and a number above the 6. Not right now, Hannah. Thank you, though. Which means I'm going to have a 3-digit number, a number in the hundreds, which my answer has got to be greater than 99, but less than 999. Because if it was smaller than 99 or 99, then it would only be a 2-digit number. Warning 2. Warning 2. All right, so Scarlett, does 21 go into 39? You already said yes. How many times do you think?
1.
Once. Because Scarlett can count in her head, 21 plus 21 is 42. Okay? So she knows it goes in once. Christopher, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. I was just worried because you're like remodeling the room or something, making that noise in here. Seeing if you have Randy Cody, your contractor there.
Who's that?
You don't know who Randy Cody is?
No. I know the Big Brothers.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know any of them.
All right, so we have 1 times 21, which Scarlett told me is 21. What do I do next, Scarlett?
Minus 39 minus 20.
Good. 39 subtract 21, I get 18. Now, does that mean my 1 was correct? How would I know if my 1 wasn't correct?
If it was over 39.
Good. If I subtracted here and I got a number greater than 21 when I subtracted, then that number would be too small. I didn't get a number greater than 21, so that number is not too small. It's not. Okay, so now I have an 18. Scarlett, what do I do next?
You bring down the 0.
You bring down the 0. And now, Scarlett, I got to do 21 into 180. How many times do you think that's going to go in? Just take a guess.
8.
Let's try 8. And I like to do my work on the side so I have it to refer back to later. So I'll say 21 times 8 is 168. You think that's close enough to 180? Or should we try 9?
Try 9.
Let's try 9. And again, I'm just doing some guessing and checking. It doesn't require me doing my guessing and checking to do more than a single digit multiplication, because you're never going to put 2 digits up here at a time in your quotient. So let's try 21 times 9. And of course, Tucker's already worked all this out. So if I asked him, he could tell me. I'm not going to ask him though, because Preston, I'm not going to ask him. No. But 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So can my tens place be a 9? No. Because that would be greater than 180. So that won't work. So my tens place does have to be an 8. I don't have to multiply it out again because I have it over here. That's why I don't erase my work. So 8 times 21 is 168. I subtract, that's to borrow from the tens place, make that 8 a 7. That's a 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 6 is 1. I bring down the next 6. Okay, so I have a difference of 126 when I subtract it. Good so far?
Yeah.
You're not with me? That's because you've been talking to Christopher. Sorry. All right, now, Scarlett, what do you think is going to go here? It's got to be smaller than 8, right?
A 6.
A 6. We're going to guess 6 because I want my answer to be 186 anyway. So we're going to see if that's going to work. Again, I'm going to do my work over here to the side. 21 times 6 is 6, 126. And so, boom, shakalaka. I did my multiplication correct. I checked it with division. So now, we're going to get into, eventually, probably sometime next week, dividing with 2-digit divisors into 4-digit dividends. So, dividend, that's what it's called on the inside. Quotient is the answer. So if you refer back to this, it's going to make your life easier. Yes. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, we are done with this problem. Boom shakalaka. Peace out. Love y'all. Have a blessed day.